Simsalabim! The magic words summon bells and drums that line up and begin a parade. Reve follows the musical notes through the parade and comes across a secret magical space. The entrance reads, "Think of a wish and keep on saying, Simsalabim!" Bright yellow sun rises and all of the flowers around Reve stretch their necks towards the light. The sun throws a tantrum, heating up the whole world, and everyone begins to scramble restlessly. Alarmed, Reve turns the flowers to keep them from burning until the sun finally stops its tantrum. The ground below Reve shakes and opens up, swallowing Reve whole. Reve falls down an endless void, and her hands and feet begin to freeze from the cold air. The fruits falling with Reve turn to her and say with a smile,
"This always happens when the ice and milk fight. You have to shake your body to keep it from freezing."
Reve shakes and shakes her body and feels her softly melt. At last, she arrives at a white, snow-covered field. Suddenly, a huge guitar appears and begins to circle above Reve's head. Another guitar misses Reve by a whisker, but more and more guitars continue to fly over at lightning speed. Reve thinks to herself, she's better off heading back with the guitars. The sun is highest in the sky and the whole world begins to sizzle. Reve tightens her shoestrings and begins to run with the wind. The cool wind sweeps over the hills and the green meadows and nudges Reve on. Reve runs faster and faster, so fast that she's unaware of her cheeks turning burning red. The sun's tantrum burns Reve's whole body and she hurriedly goes to meet the sea. The azure sea greets Reve, inviting her to step closer. Suddenly, a haze rises from the ground and blurs Reve's view. Dazed and feeling like she's dreaming, Reve unwittingly dances with the haze on the powdery white sand. The Boar Sea pulls a trick on Reve. Reve trips and falls into the blue water. She thrashes around but then remembers to collect her senses and catches her breath. Oompa, oompa! Soon, Reve is back on the surface. As a gesture of apology, the sea presents her a magical scenery. Reve's heart skips a beat when she hears lively clapping. It's the only sign she understands in this land of mysteries. It's a sign inviting her to go on a journey together. Feeling mischievous, Reve hums a song and senses her heart become sweetly buoyant. At times like this, she feels like shouting with everything she's got. Yeah, 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 yeah. The sun grows tired and Reve finds herself bored. Still bursting with energy, she stretches her hand towards the sun, asking it to play. But the sun avoids Reve. Reve begins to jump up and down, high enough to reach the sun. She keeps on jumping. Jump! She doesn't stop jumping. Jump! The magical scenery presented by the sea fades away and the stars begin to wake up. Believing it's time to start the real celebration, Reve starts writing invitations. Today, she feels like pouring her heart out under the glittering starlight until the night ends. As Reve prepares for our time together, her heart flutters and hums a song. Reve's song flows like the Milky Way in the sky while the twinkling stars brighten up the very moment. Right at this moment, everything in the universe meets Reve's eyes and smile to her. Tonight, Reve finds the courage to stretch her hand out. The burning red sun tucks in behind the horizon, followed by the moon. Alone, Reve gazes up at the silent night sky. She closes her eyes and pricks her ear to the sound of roaring fireworks and warm laughter. Reve opens one eye to see a merry-go-round going round and round. She opens both eyes to see the sky bursting with dazzling fireworks. Below the glittering sky, a hand stretches out towards Reve. She takes the hand, ready to lead the way to a never-ending festival. Reve treads down the endless hall when she suddenly hears someone approaching. Swish! The sweetly scented wind tickles Reve's nose. Reve stretches her hand and tries to seize the elusive wind. Her head whirls, intoxicated by the scent. The Reve keeps on reaching. Finally, the wind approaches and whispers in Reve's ears. Come, I'll take you to a new world. Today, the sun and the moon stop their game of hide and seek and approach each other. With each step they take, the sky darkens and the world murmurs. But the sun and the moon hold on to each other as if for the end of the world. Bam! At that moment, a white hole opens up in the pitch black sky. Entranced by the sun and the moon's giggles trickling out of the hole, Reve embarks on a new adventure. 1, 2, 3. Bright red light sweeps over and exuberant music flows out. Reve grows giddy as light footsteps and whispers approach her. 1, 2, 3. Red shoes pause in front of Reve and whisper the words again before breaking into an endless dance.